Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives. Today I'm going to take a look at the brand new box set from RATT, The Atlantic Years, 1984 to 1991. One of my personal most anticipated box sets of 2023 for sure. A band that I love and grew up with in the 80s. All 5 of these albums that I'll show you in this set today, plus that EP, which actually is celebrating a birthday here in August. It's going to be 40 years old, that EP, and is up for reissue, or will be reissued. Pre-orders are up, a release August 25th. I have mine pre-ordered through Amazon. The cover looks, well, it is altered on there. I hope that's not the cover. We all know the original cover, which is fantastic. So what I thought I'd do today, this is not an unboxing or anything. I've already I actually wanted to open it. I wanted to go through it. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I've done some comparisons with, I have 4 out of 5 originals on vinyl. I got my original cassettes here, which I haven't played in a long time. But you know what? I thought I'd show you them anyways. Definitely showing my age here. So there's, of course, Out of the Cellar, Invasion of Your Privacy, Dancing Undercover, Reach for the Sky, and Detonator from 1990. Remember lining up for all of these on release day, except for Out of the Cellar. That's when I really got into RATT, and then of course grabbed the EP after that. But I thought I'd do the same as I did with the Dokken. When I opened that up, I had a couple originals that I can compare them to, give you my thoughts. We're going to hold up the original album, the original jacket, and compare it to the new set, which is, they've done a really good job. And out of the sets that I've bought, out of Dokken, Motley Crue, Overkill, Skid Row, this is by far the best. And the extras and the effort that went into this one really makes it for me. It just makes me love it even more, because I absolutely love these 5 albums. They're flawless. It's probably 5 studio albums in a row that, not many bands can say they've done this quality of work. And, I'm a little biased. I do love RATT. But, yeah, we'll go through all of these. There's other box sets that I'm hoping for, these bands from Atlantic Records. I'm still hoping for a Testament box set, Twisted Sister. I would even take Winger was on the Atlantic label for their first 3 albums. Plus they have a live album. They could throw that in there and make a really nice set. And like I said, and if you're new to my channel, I listen to, I'm the guy that will wear the Sodom shirt and play Winger in the background. And, to label this type of stuff, honestly, I don't give a shit. It's just, even back in the day, it was all just metal. Metal, hard rock. We didn't label everything or have to categorize things. We just loved it for what it was. And that's why this set just brings me so much joy, to be honest with you. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the actual box. This was released on June 9th, 2023. And this is just a solid box set. The top comes off. I'll show you that in a bit. Each side has that. The top and bottom is just the white bar. The back, and this is right in the box set. So just showing all the 5 studio albums right there. Atlantic, BMG. And it seems like most of this stuff that, try to pop this off here too. Most of this stuff that BMG is involved in, it can be hit and miss, to be honest with you. The Overkill box set, which Overkill is my favorite thrash band of all times, and I was really looking forward to that set. I still love every album, but the box set is just, it's just no screaming hell. It is bare bones, no pun intended. But this one, some thought went into this, and I'm going to open it up. The top comes off. You flip it around. They've even done this here, and on the inside, got the RATT logo everywhere. Great job. Everything fits in here just perfect. And then here's the hype sticker. So RATT The Atlantic Years 84 to 1991, first ever collection of RATT's Gold Platinum Atlantic Records Years on LP. So this set is also available on CD, and I've watched an unboxing or a review on that. Looks fantastic. But you don't get the extras with the CD set. All 5 albums on 180-gram black vinyl, and all of mine were fantastic. Like there's no warps, nothing like that. And includes a rare 7-inch of 1991's Nobody Rides for Free. We could show you that right now as we're Nobody Rides for Free. That's a song off the Point Break, the original Point Break, the good one, from 1991. This is from, great song, and just really cool. I'll just quickly show you that so I don't get too far off track. Little sleeve in there, same song on both sides, whatever, don't mind that a bit. Yeah, nice, and like I said, nice little extra. Throw that in there. So that's one of the extras. Then we have a 16-page replica tour book with never before seen behind the scenes photos from RATT. And there's lots of great photos in this book. And you know what, as I'm reading this off, I might as well just show you what's in everything. And then we'll continue, and I'll show you each vinyl and my original, and talk about what I found out by playing them, you know, side by side, whatever. So here's that glossy book, all the albums on the cover. Here's the back with the band. Of course, you have Stephen Pearcy, which, you know, he's not one of those true singers, but he just has a unique voice, gritty, very recognizable. I love his voice. Warren DeMartini on guitars, fantastic guitar player. And if I don't mention it later, which I probably will again, the guitar solos and the twin leads and stuff in here, these are true awesome solos. So melodic, fits in so well throughout these songs. And of course, Robin Crosby, rest in peace. Robin passed away in 2002 at the age of 42 years old, gone way too soon. King, as he's also known as, he was a very big man. I think he was probably 6'5" or 6'7". He just towered over all of those guys, but a gentle giant, really, and sadly missed. Bobby Blotzer on drums and Juan Crochet on bass. And I don't know if we'll show you everything here. A lot of collage photos. So, but again, nice touch that, and I alluded to before, that makes me love this set even more than I would if it was just bare bones. And for the little extra that it cost and the effort that they put into this, you know, how could I not pick this up? And so it goes right through into, and this is pretty cool in the back. They have a breakdown of all their albums, all 5 of these albums, and the breakdown of, okay, for example, US 3 times platinum, Canada gold, which was Out of the Cellar, Invasion of Your Privacy, US 2 times platinum, Dancing Undercover in the US, platinum, Reach for the Sky, platinum, Detonator only went gold, but yeah, just what a run of 5 albums. So there's that glossy book, well done. What else do we have for extras here? We have includes a poster. We got a poster. I'm going to show you this poster because actually the little write-ups on here are actually hilarious. So here it kind of the Wanted, you know, you remember that video for Wanted Man, but you got everybody on here. So Robin Crosby wanted for assault with a deadly 6-string weapon. Stephen Pearcy wanted for breaking and entering young girls' hearts. Yeah, that might not be a good thing these days, but Warren DeMartini wanted for the fastest fingers in the West. Juan Crochet wanted for decent exposure and stealing the show. Yeah, and if you know Juan, he's a little out there, but he's a great bass player. And Bobby Blotzer wanted for disturbing the peace. Great rhythm section, this band, and again, nice little extra thrown in there. What else do we have next? We have a bumper sticker. There you go. So that will remain in this set. I'm probably not going to put that on the back of my truck. And Backstage Pass, it doesn't have the, you know, the actual necklace or a rope or anything, but there it is. This is Invasion of Your Privacy World Tour 85-86. Access all areas. And finally, we have a guitar pick, Rat and Roll. There we go. Excellent touch. This was on the back, and usually, even if these are kind of, they use this kind of removable glue, but this one was not glued in. This is basically just covering off all the things I just said and what's in the set. So I put those in right in the box to keep it safe. So let's get right into these, give you my thoughts on the vinyl. Here is, of course, Out of the Cellar. And if you're tuning in here, you probably, you know all these or most of these albums. And like I said, I have 4 out of 5 of these on original vinyl. I do not have Detonator. But let's show you the vinyl for Out of the Cellar. So what they've done is they have the cover artwork on both center rings. Kind of similar to what they did with Overkill, except the Overkill ones were cover art only. So there was no track listing and any stuff like that. But on the flip side, it was similar artwork or just pieces of artwork with both this side, other side type of thing. So great job. And you know, 180 gram vinyl, very sturdy. The inner sleeve, as far as I know personally, and correct me if I'm wrong, but one second. Out of the Cellar did not come with an inner, the original. Mine didn't anyways. So 2 out of these 5 come with kind of a generic inner, kind of a made-up thing. So there's just red on one side for Out of the Cellar and Rat Out of the Cellar. And here is, yeah, back, front, and then here is my original. So what I have discovered, I'm going to show you one original because they're all the same as far as, I still love this, the old Atlantic label and the logo, but there's what the original looks like, and, you know, a lot more flimsy, but it still sounds good. And I did a back-to-back, probably 3 times for each of these albums. So I've done my homework. I don't have an expert ear, super trained, but to me these sound very close. There's not much separating the original and the reissue. They both sound great, to be honest with you, and I'm not going to say that 5 times because I do have some things to tell you about at least one of these. But so here's the original cover compared to the now the reissue here in my left hand is a little lighter, and they've really done a good job. Let me see if I can hold this up. The original's on top here, and it's actually quite dark. The whole, and not that it's bad, but I think they almost just stepped up their game. Here is the reissue, the original. Very clear, not fuzzy one bit. They've done a really good job. So there's the BMG Atlantic logo. And this is my original Canadian pressing on Atlantic Records, 84. So yeah, as far as the new reissue goes, it's definitely less dark, put it that way. So, but damn close, and what I don't like is when you get a reissue campaign of some sort where the covers are cropped wrong or just fuzzy, kind of you know, maybe a picture of a CD blown up. I know which one. What did I have? Rob Halford, Resurrection. You know, fantastic album, but they did a piss poor job on that cover. But anyways, this is a Rat video. Let's keep rolling. So, and what we will do here at the end is we're going to do a little mini ranking. So I want to keep this aside. Mini ranking of these 5 fantastic albums. But here is 85's Invasion of Your Privacy. One of my, well, you'll soon see where this one ends up. But there's the back cover. We're going to show you the vinyl on all these because all the center rings are really cool. And same on both sides. We'll throw that one back in the sleeve. Now this inner is exactly the same as the original, only the original has that more flimsy paper. This is thick, so just kind of that purple on one side, and same, exactly the same replica, just, you know, the paper quality, whatever you want to say. Original I got right here, so we're going to hold up, we'll do a cover comparison. So where are we here? There is, so the original is actually a lot more darker, similar to the Out of the Cellar. And let's pop this one up too. And this one, I really like this, this new one. It is, I love purple, period. And this is more bluey, like more of a blue purple. And this purple to me just stands out. It's almost like that's what it should have been, but regardless, doesn't matter. But there's a quick comparison of the original. The back covers are, you know, identical. You know, just the logo of BMG, stuff like that. So there's that one. And then we'll go on to Dancing. Oh, we got to mention how that one sounds. That one, absolutely similar to the original. There's no real, you know, the bass, maybe a touch on the bass. You can really hear the bottom end, which maybe my system, I had to turn down my subwoofer just a little bit, but I kept these at the exact same volume. I would play a song, you know, even record some on my phone and record that on my phone and then just listen quickly. No big differences, to be honest with you. But this next one, this is where I did see some sound differences. On Dancing Undercover, 1986, here is the reissue, or part of the new box set. Back cover. The inner on this one is exactly the same as the original, which I do have a copy of. Again, just this, you know, more sturdy paper sleeve. I just slipped these in. They came in these, but I put them in these anti-static sleeves. Let me show you the center on these. But great job. But what I found on this one is I did the same volume on both of them. The original actually, to me, sounds better than this one. And not substantially, you know, for me, to be honest with you, everything doesn't need to sound perfect, first of all. But doing the side-by-side comparison, I played the new one first, and then I put on the original, and just it almost punched me in the face. It was a little bit louder. Well, it was actually quite a bit louder. The reissue, much more bassy, and the drums, the bottom end, the guitars almost seem, even in the first place, this album is, the guitars actually could have been turned up more, but they seem a little bit buried in the bass and drums on the new one. But not, like I said, not terrible, especially if you know this album. It's already playing in your head. You know all these great songs, and which I haven't even reviewed a lot of the songs, but I love them all, to be honest with you. They're just perfect. Oh, we're going to keep that all. Sorry, I kept, we got to keep everything in order here for the mini ranking. Let me hold up the original cover that I have. This one has actually that original hype sticker on it. And being a black cover for the majority of this, black-white with just the red logo, there's really no big difference whatsoever. Yeah, great job on this one too. We're going to keep that one aside. And then I have, the last of my originals is Reach for the Sky, but here is the new one from the box set. And this cover, they did an amazing job. I'm going to show you a comparison with the original right away. Here's the back cover on this one. 1988, you know, definitely not a departure, but, you know, got a little more experimental stuff on here, like Way Cool Jr. and stuff, which is a killer song anyways. Inner, absolutely spot on with the original. Again, just the paper, there's the band shot. And we'll throw that one aside and show you the centering. Same on both sides. And then I want to show you these covers side by side. And I was thinking maybe my original hit the sun a little bit. I don't know, but this is not my personal original. I picked it up later on in life. No, actually, this one was sent to me by a good friend. But there is the original in the background, and here is the new one. The colors just, everything just pops more, I think. And whereas the other ones were lightened up, this one was actually darkened up, and it looks really good. So there is the new one. Back cover, you know, kind of same thing. The only thing on this one I did spot out is the original is a little, it's cropped wide, or sorry, the new one's cropped a little bit wider, so they did cut off a little bit. So there is the airplane wing here. It's cut off a little bit here, and on the bottom, it's here's the original. You have just more of the photo, and it's cut off here. Probably not enough to, you know, for everybody to notice that, but I always notice things like that. So, but there's Reach for the Sky, and then finally the one I never owned on vinyl. I have the cassette, I have the CD, and everything else. But here's Detonator. And was really looking forward to completing that. And if I do spot an original of this at a you know, fair price, I will pick it up. So this was 1990, and then of course I showed you the Nobody Rides for Free single that came out in 91. This is a great album too. So, and this is the other one that didn't have an original inner sleeve, so they kind of got the made up one. Kind of like how they did that. The Out of the Cellar was red with black, and this one is black with red. So there's Detonator. And I know a few people that do have an original, but it's really hard to come by. And here is the centering, same on both sides. And I don't have an original, like I said, I don't have an original to compare it up to, but this is not grainy or anything. Great cover, great band shot, great band, period. And I think what we'll do, we're going to wrap this one up with a little mini ranking. And I hope this is of a little value to you if you're, you know, on the fence and you really wanted to pick this up. And yeah, I highly recommend it. And like I said before, I love, I don't know if I said it, but I love box sets, and especially in the early days, majority of my collection were cassettes, then CDs, not a lot of vinyl. So I've only become, you know, a real vinyl collector for, you know, 6 or 7 years. And these box sets, when they all come at once and everything's included with these extras and cool stuff, that is right up my alley. But let's wrap this one up with a little mini ranking. Let's go favorite to least favorite. But I just want to tell you, even number 5 is fantastic. I've seen every different order of these albums, but here's my number 1, Invasion of Your Privacy, 1985. And one of my all-time favorite album covers for obvious reasons. But yeah, just fantastic track listing. You're in Love, Never Use Love, Lay It Down, love it. One of my all-time favorite RATT songs is Closer to My Heart. Between the Eyes, the list goes on with that one. My second favorite, Out of the Cellar, and my introduction to RATT, 1984. Just a killer track listing too. Wanted Man, You're in Trouble, In Your Direction, Lack of Communication, Scene of the Crime, The Morning After. Just, yeah, no weaknesses on that one either. Now, my third favorite is their last studio album from this box set. Not their last studio album, period, but Detonator. I think this one's a little underrated. It has just a stronger track listing for me. My favorites on here, and most of these albums, I mean, if you took all these albums, they range from 35 to about 43 minutes, 10 tracks on each, except for this one, which the 11th is just really an intro to Shame. But Shame, 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 Loving You is a Dirty Job. Love that song. One of my deep tracks that I love on this album is called Hard Time. Give Yourself Away, Can't Wait on Love, fantastic song. And if you are interested in a little extra, you know, rat and roll, check out this album from Stephen Pearcy. There's actually a song on here that is so similar to Can't Wait on Love called Jamie. This is called Smash from 2017. And this is his latest from 2018, View to a Thrill. You know, if you just kind of want a little bit extra Steven or just that Rat vibe, those albums are, I highly recommend them. So here's my third favorite. Coming in at number 4, Dancing Undercover. This one is, again, just strong track listing. Favorites, Dance, Drive Me Crazy, Slip of the Lip, and well, let's get a deep track on here. Of course, you have Body Talk on here, which was on a soundtrack of some movie. And Looking for Love or Take a Chance, great track. So there's my number 4. Wrapping it up with my number 5, Reach for the Sky. And I had mentioned the song Way Cool Jr. earlier. City to City, love that lead-off track, really a good one. Don't Bite the Hand That Feeds, Bottom Line, Chain Reaction. And there it is. So there is my kind of a long review of the RATT The Atlantic Years box set. Let me know in the comments, is this one that you were looking forward to? Did you go out and get it? And hopefully this one, you know, helps you make a decision whether you want to pick it up. So hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, stay heavy.